So now we've got a pretty empty road and we're gonna try putting the foot down. Woo! You're okay back there? Okay, I'll stop now, that's it, that's it. This is the all-new BMW 7 Series. We are currently in Palm Springs, California, a truly beautiful location for such an incredible car. Behind me is the BMW 760i, which packs a whopping 4.4 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. And I've had the pleasure of both driving around this area, getting a feel for this car, and also being a passenger. Now I'm behind the wheel of the all-new BMW 7 Series. Now this is the 760i version. There is also the 740i version. The difference is the 760 offers a lot more power. So under the hood of the car, we have a 4.4 litre twin turbocharged V8 that kicks out a whopping 536 horsepower. This, of course, is an X-Drive, so it sends that power to all four wheels. And boy, oh boy, do you feel it when you put this thing in sport mode and put your foot down. Looking at a car like this, it looks very slick, it looks very elegant, and you would never, it almost doesn't feel right that a car should have so much power. But let me tell you, it really feels right. And the interesting thing about this car, when you see it from the outside, it's a big car. It is a big, luxurious limousine. But when I'm behind the wheel, it feels incredibly compact. I mean, it almost doesn't feel like I'm driving a big car. I don't have issues when I'm changing lanes, when I'm trying to park. I mean, with all the camera technology, it just makes it so much easier when it comes to parking. The handling is just incredible. It's so incredibly responsive. The steering, the acceleration, and the braking. And I think what I find not just impressive, but quite honestly almost overwhelming, is the amount of technology in this car. Earlier when we were driving and we were at the traffic lights, the auto stop start of the engine, it kicks in and it stops. The second the lights, they turn green, the car automatically senses the lights going green and it switches on. How it does that, I don't know. It's probably got some sensors somewhere. But it's these little things that I didn't know about, and as I'm driving, I'm picking up these things going, wow, it does this, it does this, it does this. There is just so much technology, and it's quite overwhelming. It's not something you can just learn about this car in one day or in one press conference. You've really got to drive this car probably over the course of some weeks to really appreciate the amount of technology in this car. It was interesting, last night I was sat having a dinner and I was surrounded by a lot of the BMW experts that were very involved in the driving dynamics of this car and also the design and all the bits and pieces that come together. And the amount of research and technology and time that went into producing this car, and to now be behind the wheel of that very product over all of these years of trials and testing, it's incredible. The driving position in the driver's seats, it feels perfect. You're very well positioned. Everything feels like it's in the right place. You have easy access to the controls here. You have the whole display here. You have this beautiful sort of one-screen display that's split in two with the driver engagement pieces here, and of course a super user-friendly infotainment system, which is just so beautifully designed and curated to navigate your way around and switch between all the different functions. So now we've got a pretty empty road and we're going to try putting the foot down to see how the torque and the acceleration feels with the 536 horses going to all four wheels. Woo! So my overall synopsis on the car, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm absolutely in love. I think this car is going to do incredibly well in the region, in the Middle East, which it already does with its predecessors. I'm in love with the design. I'm a fan, and I think in time people are going to grow to love it more and more for those that don't already like it. The performance, you cannot argue with it, with how it drives. It's simply incredible. The precision, the technology. This is really a car of the future that is available today. BMW, Mabruk. This is a masterpiece.